putting the meat emojis in the phones. Like, it should be illegal. It's offensive to me, and it's triggering to people like me who are vegan. It is so triggering, and I don't know why they don't take them off the iPhone, because they're so triggering. They are so triggering.
Hello friends, welcome back. Today in the wonderful world of the internet, we'll be reacting to vegans in the wild. As we know, they can be quite a leery bunch, and they are definitely a loud minority. But man, they make some noise, and I'll be reacting today to some of the most viral recent vegan clips that we can find on the internet, so let's get into it.
I'm not vegan.
Why not?
Because I like meat, and because we've grown up and evolved eating meat. And I feel like we should keep going that way.
Yeah, I know, I grew up that way too, bro.
I agree.
But do you think that justifies doing that to animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this guy. He's like, yeah, that justifies it.
Like,
Chopping their head off?
me personally, I do it myself. I hunt, I spearfish.
He's hitting them with the facts here, man. I mean, they picked on the wrong guy with this one, right? He's here, he's hunting, he's spearfishing about the best argument you could make for ethical animal consumption. So we'll see what the vegans got to say about that one.
All right, and I do it sustainably, which I feel like we should all do. But
Just chill out, bro. Vegans.
just chill out, bro. Like, just like seriously.
I'm pretty chill.
Yeah, I know.
So how do you think the animal feels about that though? Whether it goes to a slaughterhouse or whether you shoot them in the head with your arrow?
I don't think they think much about it.
But do you not think they have a right to live like you do?
We're all made out of atoms and electrons anyway.
I will say he's got a point, man. Animals are not thinking about death until the moment of the blow strikes them, in the best case scenario. He's talking about hunting here. The animal's walking around in the wild, the next thing, boom, and an ethical shot is a kill, and the animal's down and dead within 20 or 30 seconds. I've unfortunately had to take the life of my own animals on my little homestead. They don't know what's happening. It's one bad day, it's one bad moment. Granted, slaughterhouses, different case, right? You're cramming these animals in, you're taking them from the natural environment, you're sticking them in these things so they can't move. That animal is certainly getting stressed out. But again, we're not making the case for worse meat here, we're making the case for better meat. And he's got a point that animals aren't worried about this constantly 24/7. They're living their lives, and if you do this the most ethical way possible, it's the blip of an eye, and then you've got the most nutrient-dense food on your plate as a result.
I'm gonna show you someone, and you're gonna guess his age.
So this is Dom's.
27.
I think he's 28.
27.
28.
28.
33.
So before we go any further, I did see there's a spoiler alert at the beginning of the video. It tells you he's 44 years old. Guy looks pretty good. I would say there's no way he's in his 20s though. I would say like 35, 36. So let's see the rest of this.
Say 28.
28. 24.
28.
29.
29.
34.
34. Okay.
32.
I'm giving 28.
Okay, in order. This is Dom's, and he is 44.
What? 44. That's nice.
Dom's is 44.
Okay.
He's 44.
Get it, Dom.
He's 44. No way. Insane.
He looks
That's
younger than me.
insane.
It's kind of a weak argument, right? This kind of argument has more holes than Swiss cheese, which of course the vegans tell you cannot eat. But of course he looks this young because he's vegan. Well, firstly, like, he's posting this is probably his Tinder profile pic or Hinge or whatever. And how many people take a bad selfie? Like, he's a good looking guy. He's got a beautiful dog, which I really hope is not vegan. But you don't post bad selfies of yourself, right? You get the nice light, you post the right ones. I mean, I could post a picture right now where I look 40, and I can find another picture where I look 30, and I could shave my beard off and look 16. It's not got much to do with my diet in that instance. It's lighting, sometimes it's genetics. It's a lot of things. The fact that, like, whoa, he looks 25 because he's vegan is kind of weird. I mean, go compare the pictures of somebody who's probably the most prominent figure in the vegan space, Dr. Michael Greger. Like, juxtapose him against Mark Sisson, for example. I don't know how old that guy is, but he looks like he's 100 years old and he's about to die. So you can find wide-ranging examples of any of this. You know, it's kind of weak sauce.
Dom's is 44.
Oh shoot. What is he using?
Well, yeah, what do you think the secret is?
Botox.
So actually, all the three of these guys are vegan. Is that surprising?
Okay.
Yeah, because I go to the gym and, I'm being fed a heavy protein diet, try to bulk, but incredible.
I want to know if the guy doing the video is vegan, because he's kind of jacked. And I always see these like jacked vegan influencer types, and my question always is, are steroids vegan? You know what I find super interesting about these videos too? There's this term in psychology that's stated and revealed preferences. How this plays out is that when somebody is asked a question and there's a clear agenda being asked, they will state what they believe the person wants to hear, and usually what is propped up in culture is the morally right answer. So a lot of people, when they ask their opinions on veganism and such, they'll probably say, they might keel into the pressure of oh yeah, I'm mostly plant-based and I think veganism is really good. But their revealed preference when they walk away from that interview and go around the corner is they go right into the burger shop and get a double cheeseburger with bacon. So there's a big difference here. And I think there's this social pressure where everybody feels like they're about to run into an influencer on the street and get asked a tricky question, get clipped into a reel and blow up and go viral on the internet. So they have to say the right thing. And of course, the right thing to say in today's culture is vegan for the health, vegan for the animals. If you eat meat, you're a monster. Blah, 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 blah. Give me the cheeseburger. All right, what's this Miley Cyrus lookalike saying?
Scientists at the University of Chicago recently just published a study proving that eating more meat helps you fight cancer.
Let's go.
More specifically, when you consume a specific fatty acid called transvasenic acid that's commonly found in beef, lamb, and dairy products, your body has a stronger ability to fight with your immune cells against tumors and cancerous growth.
This is cool because this is another branch of more evolving science looking at what's actually in meat, because people just think meat is protein and fat, and most dangerously that saturated fat that causes all these problems. Firstly, we can throw out that argument. It's a junk argument. It's the food we evolved to eat, but protein has so much more in it. It's got these immunoregulating minerals in it. It's got antioxidants in it. There's emerging research every day that it's so much more than just protein and a little bit of fat. It's peptides, it's amino acids, it's antioxidants, it's phytonutrients either, which is one of the vegans' most popular. Where do you get your phytonutrients from? Where do you get your phyto? Well, it's actually found in meat. Shocker.
They also analyzed patients currently undergoing cancer treatment for lymphoma and found that patients who had higher concentrations of transvasenic acid or TVA were responding to cancer treatment more effectively. And yet, isn't it odd that we are currently living in a time where meat is evil, where meat is bad for you, apparently, where meat is terrible for the environment, and we should be eating plant-based alternatives with ingredient lists 7 miles long, or meat grown in biosynthetic chambers in a laboratory paid for by your favorite billionaires, who also, by the way, happen to basically own the pharmaceutical industry. Coincidence?
I think not!
She's spin fire. Miley's onto something. It's almost as if they are actually fabricating the truth, actually lying, actively ignoring human biology and evolution in the quest for this utopian/dystopian future of Bill Gates, patties, and plant-based meat.
Trillion chickens every day are murdered, and that's the real memorial, guys.
Although I'm a vegan, I'm not gonna force my diet on people.
I'm in a war against climate change. Greta Thunberg said it's a war against climate change. She meant it's a war. So I'm on the front lines every day, sacrificing my heart.
This guy's funny. Obviously, this is satire. Well, maybe not obviously this is satire, but I think this is satire, and I think what he's doing very cleverly is highlighting the kind of just ridiculousness, the loudness, the obnoxiousness of the classical vegan activist to say he's in a war and he's fighting for the animals. They use all these big emotive words, and they use big emotive arguments like 1 trillion chickens a day. I have no idea how many chickens die a day. And as you can see from the people watching that, they don't really care either. This is probably, if I was inside the vegan camp and I actually wanted to be a vegan activist, I'm telling you, this is not the way you get it done. When you yell at people in the grocery store, when you do these weird things where you paint yourself in blood and you glue your hands to the pavements and you destroy paintings and you pour out milk in the grocery store and you rip up cheese and you put roses on the dead bodies of animals, you just make people think you are fucking crazy.
And those emojis honestly should be illegal. I've been emailing Apple every single day to remove the meat emojis from the iPhones, and they're not doing it. I don't know why they're not doing it. I've been emailing them every single day to stop putting the meat emojis in the phones. Like, it should be illegal. It's offensive to me, and it's triggering to people like me who are...
Oh, the buzzwords. Triggering, offensive. I am also triggered when people come onto my page and put cabbages and kale and spinach emojis. It keeps me up at night. I have been emailing in Instagram every day trying to get them to stop this violence. All I want is a safe space for my weak little mind and fragile ego to never be exposed to an alternative opinion.
Vegan, and it's so triggering, and I don't know why they don't take them off the iPhone, because they're so triggering. They are so triggering.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Why not take that next step?
Because I do need the protein.
Let's kiss. Let's kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Will you be vegan now?
Yes, I'm vegan now.
Yeah.
He made me vegan.
Meat is murder.
Chickpeas, yes, I love chickpeas.
Maybe that's the solution. Maybe it's not screaming at people in the store. Maybe it's kissing people that are 40 years your elder on the street. I mean, she's going vegan very quickly for this young man. It's beautiful, inspiring stuff. I also love the fact that this like random lady on the street knows the inherent problem with the vegan diet. She's like, nah, I'm vegetarian because I need the protein. Because veggies can get away with it, right? They can still eat eggs, and a lot of vegetarians still eat fish because, I don't know, in the brains, for some reason, fish isn't meat or something. But she knows, she knows already. But she, is quick to translate with this guy's Riz, or maybe the vegans would call it Viz. Well, friends, there you have it. Another week in vegan world, the upside down world, the clown world, the heartfelt, compassionate, loving, plant-based warriors fighting against the tyrannical, oppressive, meat-eating monsters of the world, which is sensible people like you and I. That made me really hungry. That made me really crave a steak. I'll see you next time. Peace out, friends.